TIFU by starting an underground sports betting ring. Okay, so this disaster unfolded recently, and I'm still dealing with the consequences. It all began innocently enough in my junior year of high school. As someone who's always been super into sports, I thought I'd add a bit of excitement to the daily lunch debates about upcoming games, NBA and NFL games. The idea was simple. My friends and I would place bets between us on the outcomes of various sports games. This quickly escalated past our available bankroll, so we moved online. Soon, a good chunk of our grade was involved. I became the middleman, collecting cash and placing bets online. Now, you're supposed to be 21 to place sports bets, but I was able to get around this by using my older brother's stake account. The bets started small, like $10 or $20, but as the word spread, the amounts grew. A senior bet $200 on the Pistons game, confident about them breaking their 20-plus game losing streak. When they lost, he went crazy. I pocketed around $10 from that bet alone, thanks to my 5% cut. Each day, I was handling more and more money, sometimes totaling over $500 in bets. My cut meant I was making about $25 to $50 daily, which felt like a fortune at the time. Everything seemed just perfect until it wasn't. There was a major football game that many had high hopes for. The stakes were through the roof, with one of the largest pots I'd ever seen at around $800 in total bets. The underdog pulled off an unexpected win, leading to a huge upset. Most bettors lost big, and the mood shifted from excitement to anger and disappointment. That's when the whole operation crumbled. Word got out to the school administration about what was happening. I guess someone couldn't handle their loss and ratted me out. I was called into the principal's office, and the scene was straight out of a teenage movie: angry parents, angry-faced administrators, and a very disappointed counselor for some reason. I tried to explain, but as my school is Catholic, the severity of the situation hit me hard. I was suspended immediately, pending a full investigation. My parents were livid when they found out, especially about using my brother's account for betting. They had no idea about the extent of my involvement in this and were deeply concerned about the legal implications. The school went berserk, banning any mention of professional sports and initiating talks about the dangers of gambling. My reputation took a nosedive from the sports enthusiast to the kid who got caught running an illegal betting ring. The friends I thought I had quickly distanced themselves, and people tried to demand their money back. Writing this, I realize how naive I was, thinking I could get away with something like this. The money I made, which seemed so significant at the time, wasn't worth the fallout. Now, I'm facing not just the consequences at school but also being grounded at home and losing all of my devices and the money I made. It sucks, but I get it. TLDR, I got busted for running a sports betting operation in my high school. Using my brother's online betting account, I handled large amounts of cash, took a cut from each bet, but it all came crashing down, leading to suspension, loss of trust, and a ruined reputation. You live and you learn. In 10 years you'll look back fondly on the stupid stuff you did. I once started undercutting my school's cafeteria by buying an electric toaster and selling grilled cheese sandwiches during the lunch break. After 1 week I had earned enough to make a pretty profit after the toaster and a daily run of ham, cheese and bread. The cafeteria was a separate company and complained to the school, so the director told me to stop immediately or I would get suspended. My economy teacher, who was also one of my customers, later told me how proud he was of me for the entire thing and not to worry about the next exam. So in the end I earned about $50 and an A on my econ exam. I tried to explain, but as my school is Catholic, Hey, light gambling adjacent activities are only okay in the summertime beer tent by the Mother Mary statue. You got legendary potential, kid. You tell the teachers that other people wasting their money is not your fault. You were teaching them a lesson. Also, be sure to take a bunch of that money and tithe it. And make sure they all know that you were making money for God. You weren't betting anything serious. And if those clowns wanted to blow their money, you would take some and put it to good use. Tell your teachers you agree with them. You think spending that much money on gambling is wrong. But if they are gonna do it, you might as well give some back to the church. Make lemonade. Rewrite all that a few times. You have a gem of a college essay with that experience. Think about lessons learned and feelings and turn it into some personal growth stuff. 6 story. Helicopter school. And respectfully to you, your friends are total bitches for switching on you. So what's the over/under on the Texans vs Ravens game tomorrow? I knew a couple guys in school that decided they were going to be bookies. I think the entirety of their reasoning was the fact that gamblers always lose. Anyway, they got super into it and started taking bets from probably a range of 20-50 people. Problem is, they weren't that great at it. Never adjusted the line or laid off bets when they had too much action on one position. They basically weren't bookies. They were gambling against all the people laying bets. It all fell apart when one kid went on a hot streak and everyone else jumped in with him, so they all won too. I think he won 30 bets in a row, which means the bookies lost every time rather than just collecting a vig. They didn't even last a full season of college basketball. Their other problem was for the people that didn't pay. There wasn't much they could do to force payment, so they had a hard time collecting winnings and were coming out of pocket on losses. It was all pretty funny to watch unfold. Meh, no big deal. When I was in high school, I would buy bulk candy bars at the store and sell them individually out of a second backpack that I carried with me. I'd make $10 or so a day in average until the school found out I was doing it and came down on me. The way that they came down on you. Nothing happened in the King Run and I went on to become a reasonably normal adult, I think. Good luck in your future in Vegas. I've got just one question. How did you get away with using your brother's account without him spotting? Or was he in on it the whole time? Double down and get you a new phone and start up a betting ring again. Get you a big goon to deal with any crybabies. Profit.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.